players are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Air Force Falcons, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Webster. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
29 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Running into the open space. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rivers. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the
gashes the heart of the knee. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They try to get it outside on the left. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Falcons will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll try the jet sweep here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. For young men who are going to make their living protecting the skies, they can cover some ground, too.
There's no doubt, and they're going to cover the ground and be on the ground, stay on the ground, and be very successful. That's what they want to do with this running attack.
Tough sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Finds his tight end. There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great catch and run for 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The running back has it. Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Toss sweep to the left. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Punt is in the air. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. The give to the single back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Toss sweep to the right. He's in open space downfield. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Air Force.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over Boston College. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Under fire. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Third down and long is the hardest down to execute in football, but this offense made it look easy. Nice job being aggressive, making the big play down the field, and now set up in a position where they can go get a touchdown on first and goal.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the option. Quick toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the back. Johnson looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Dillon. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
29 Philly.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He's got an open man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Found the seam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown Falcons! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Cole. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Goes to the option. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Falcons come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run the option. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
The Falcons will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And some room to work. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Spins away from the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big gain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, Air Force! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 29 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's caught. It's Dillon. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Webster. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rivers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, running back gets to give. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
On the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Johnson looking to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And listen, that can be the trouble sometimes with running these out routes. You just run out of space, and it wasn't by much, but you can't miss inside. Obviously, that would be a big mistake for the QB. Throws it outside, just runs out of space by a little bit.
They'll go to the toss. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
3rd and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the 1st down.
The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Manning. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That's the end of the quarter. Air Force has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. They boot it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping through the defense. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Rivers. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. He's going to run it. Powers through. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Looking for a man. It's Webster. Makes the grab.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his big tight end. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal.
3:25.
Looking to throw again. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's at the 50, the 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
35, Fresno State, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Fresno State right back to the line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He'll pull it down. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Air Force. He would not be denied. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Fresno State, 14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Webster. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense...
There he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.